Now today we will see what is exactly a global attributes, which is quite different than the configuration attributes and the inline attributes. So global attribute also allow us to define a reusable sets of attributes that are assigned to the individual product option. So till now we have seen that the configuration attribute are on the product level attributes. Inline attribute are on the feature level attributes, means it will be assigned to all the products option which will be a part of that feature. Okay, that is the inline attribute. But now global attribute is the attribute which are belong to that particular product option in which you want to assign your global attributes basically. So here you can see this is called in the screenshot. This is a product called T-shirt. So for T-shirt, I have two global attributes. One is global and one is color, and another is size. So we have for the T-shirt we have color and size. For the shirt we have color and size. For the dress we have color and size. So we can assign individually to each and every product option once we created a global attributes. So whatever the attributes we created under the global, that will be assigned to individual product option. It can be any attribute. Now let's see how we can create that attribute. So first step, like suppose let's take an example. We are going to create a color and size only. These two are global attributes. So to object, again we need to create these two custom field on product option plus code line object. Then create a global attribute. Okay, so we create a global attribute for color and size. I'll show you how to create that.
Yeah.
Then third steps, create a attribute item in the related list of global attribute sets. Okay, so that your global attributes are grouped together into the attribute sets. Now the fourth step, link your global attributes to the attribute sets using the attribute items. Okay, that is the fourth step. Now the last step, you need to associate your global attributes which you created here, the global product attribute sets which you created. You need to associate that attribute set to the product option on which you want that global attribute visible. Like t-shirt, shirt, dress, jacket, whatever the option product in which you want to make your global attribute visible, you just need to make them assigned. Now let's go to the org and see how we can do that. So first step, you are already aware now, the color and size are the two fields which you need to create on the code object, code line object plus product option. So that I'll not open it again to show you. Let's directly go to create a global attributes. So first of all, you need to go to the configuration attributes, the one which we created yesterday. So click on new. When you click on new, you will have this global attributes. Okay, just click on this global attribute and hit on the next one. It is very simple. What you need to do, you just need to give us some name, like say color. We are creating, so color. What will be the target field? So target field, you need to, again, the custom field you created in the code line object in the product option with the same API name. Now the same API name, you need to put in the quickest value of the target field so that you can select it here. Otherwise, it will not visible. Got it?
Yeah.
So you need to have this selection color in the target field and then click on save. Similarly, I created for the color plus size. So there are two attributes I created. So let's go in the color one first. This is the color. Target field is color. Now go to the related list of attributes. Then I need to create an attribute item. Okay. Attribute item is basically, let me edit that. you can see your configuration attribute will automatically come in color. Target field is color underscore C, which you have given. Now, what you need to do here, you need to assign to a particular attribute set. Okay. So that let's create a new attribute set so that I show you. You just need to give some name. Yeah. So you just need to create some set, attribute set name. Let's say I created testing as of now, and I'll hit on save. So this testing will be your attribute set for the color. Okay, you will get to know. Now open the size one. I created two attributes. Another one is the size one. Again, size is the attribute name I have given, and the target field is the size underscore C. Go to the related list. Here is also attribute item I have created. And again, I have created an attribute set, global clothing attribute set. You can see in the color also I have assigned the same attribute set, and in the size also I have assigned the same attribute set. You can create any attribute set, but it should be the same, which needs to be assigned to both the attributes which you want to make it visible together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, SalesForce CPQ won't be understand that, okay, color and size will come together for particular option product. So you can give some test also here. So test will also be available in your color field also, color attribute.
Yeah. Also. So these color and size is being folded together by the attribute set only, right?
Correct.
Oh.
Now let's go to our bundle product on which I want this color and size. So I have a bundle product called clothing. Yeah. So I have a bundle product clothing created for this, in which I have one feature that is cloth, and I have 1, 2, 3 options. Okay, the options is t-shirt, jacket, and necklace. So let's go because it is related to the product option. So I need to assign this global attributes to the product option itself. So let's open the first one, option name, and there will be a one field called assign attribute sets. So this is our product option, t-shirt. Go to the related list of t-shirt, and there is a product attribute set. Okay, just hit on this, edit it. You just need to assign your attribute set which you created in this product attribute product option. Okay, this is the only field which you need to, like, suppose I am clicking on list. This attribute set. So attribute set is my color and the size attributes set, in which I have the attribute item, color, color and size, and attribute sets are the clothing. So this part you already completed. Okay, you just need to remember the name which you created for the attribute set. So the name is color and size attribute set. So you just need to go in the option product and assign that product. Like suppose you want to assign the t-shirt, you can go ahead. Like now the next is the jacket one. You can open the jacket option product and go to the related list. You will have this product attribute set. So you just need to click on new. Every information will be automatically filled. The product option currency sequence you need to give 1 or 2, whatever you want, like on which sequence you want to make it display there. If you have number of global attributes on your this particular product option, then in that scenario you can give a sequence. Attribute set, you just need to search for your attribute set and you will have that, like clothing attribute set I have, testing which just now I created, color and size. So whatever you assign to your global attribute, you need to select that attribute set.
Nikita, one question. So in the code line editor, with this global action, you can able to just see the configuration, right? Setting, I mean, product configurations. So my question is like, if we put the sorting order to 2 or something like that, if we have a 2 options in the product options, we have like the configuration sets was set to 2. In those cases, will that be like coming under the first one? Is it what happens?
Talking about the sequence field.
Yeah.
The sequence field.
So yeah. So you said like if you go to a product option once, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
This is
yeah. So if we create a 2 product attributes sets into 2 items, so something like would you mind to open the product option? Sorry, I'm getting confused. 1 second.
So you
So
can
you said
create
like
a new also. Like as of now, I assigned only one attribute set. Okay, maybe you have a different attribute set also which you want to assign on the jacket product only. Then you can go to the related list and create a one more attribute set. You can assign one more attribute set to this particular jacket product, and that sequence will be 2. Like first one is first, and then second one is 2. It's your choice whether you want this one as a first and put this one as a first and make that 2, so that it will come in a sequence way.
Okay, so this will be just like next to it or bottom to it?
Next
to the
yes.
okay.
Let's go to the
Okay,
code
okay.
and let's go to the code and see how it is displaying, and then I'll show you how you can enhance that feature.
Sure.
So I'm searching my product code. Select. So you can see I have a product t-shirt, jacket, and necklace. So I assign my global attribute to the product t-shirt and jacket, not with the necklace. Okay, so you can see the t-shirt and jacket, this drawer option is coming. When you click on this drawer, you will have this color and size.
Okay.
When you click on drawer, jacket, this color and size is coming. But there is no drawer in front of necklace because I have not created an attribute set for the for necklace product.
Necklace.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So like you are saying that I want a different global attributes also at the same time. So the sequence will be 2 so that it will come in the next line to this color and size.
Okay.
Then the next line, in the next line it will come. So like that, the sequence is being decided.
Makes sense.
So you can select any of the value with color red and size is XS. Select any other value with red, blue, or size XS, whatever you want. On save. So now these information will get stored on the quick save on your port line items in that particular product option. To open t-shirt one port line item, you will have the information of color and size. Color red and size is extra small. Whereas other products will not have that information. Only the products which belongs to that particular global attribute will have that information.
Makes sense.
So this is the global attributes. Now you are completely aware about configuration attributes, inline attributes, and the global attributes.
Yes.
Let's go ahead back to our product rule. So yesterday we have seen 2 product rule, the validation in which we put our error message. Then we tried with the alert in which we have a soft validation we put on. So now let's try the selection one. This is a third type of product rule, selection. Okay. So what does that mean actually? So you have an iPhone bundle product. Okay, let's take the same bundle product, iPhone 12, and in that we created a carrier field as a configuration attribute. Okay, it's already being created at the time of a configuration attribute. Now this carrier is having a different pick list value, ATT, Verizon, T, and the spread. Now, whatever the value is being selected in this pick list value, I want that product should be visible. Other than that, should be disabled or removed. Okay. This can be the scenario, like suppose you example you can take despite of like suppose you have the iPhone product, and let's take an example of AirPods. Okay, AirPods is a part of the iPhone only. Now this you want to give earphones also when the person is going to sell iPhone. So what you can do, like despite of you know uh, you added basically a configuration attribute, and in that pick list value, the person, the sales representative can select that earpods, Apple earpods they want, Samsung earpods they want, Nokia earpods they want, or MI earpods they want. So based on the company, you can put. It's not compulsory to have the iPhone earpods only. All the earpods supporting with the iPhone, it's fine. Okay. So you make the pick list value. Basically, in the configuration attribute, you make a different drop down with the different brand of the iPhone, the different brand of the earpods. Now, what you did basically, each and every earpods is a product, okay, which you created. Each and every earpods is a standalone product which is assigned to the iPhone bundle product. Now, what you did that whenever the person is selecting an iPhone 12 bundle product, only iPhone 12 earphone product should be visible. Whenever a person is selecting a Samsung product, only Samsung earphones should be selected. So,
Oh, yeah.
other than that, it can be disabled or removed so that they should not do a wrong selection. So, in a one product rule, you can make this type of a use case can be achieved with the help of a selection attribute rule, product rule. So let's try this scenario only. So first thing, you should
Sure.
have an iPhone 12 bundle product. Next, you should have this career configuration attribute. Next, you should have these products. T-Mobile budget plan. Suppose they have selected a T. So T-Mobile budget plan is my product. T-Mobile family plan is my product. ATT budget plan is my product. ATT family plan is my product. Okay, so when they selected a T, I want T-Mobile budget plan and T-Mobile family plan should be show. This one should be show and add. This one show. Show and add means it will automatically get showed also, and at the same time it will automatically get checked also. Add. It will
Okay.
automatically get add. Show means it will only show. It will not add. Means the checkbox will not check.
So
Other one,
it will be a radio button, and the first one will be automatically checked, and if you select the second one, the first one will be grayed out. Oh, sorry.
no, this is not. This is not with the radio button. It is the normal checkbox button. So it
Okay.
will automatically, by default, it will come as a check. But if you want to make it unselected, you can do that, because we are not
Okay.
making the things exclusion like this selected. This should not be selected. We are not doing this. What we are doing, we are just showing these two products and disabling these two products, which belongs to the
Got it.
ATP pick list. So if ATP pick list will be selected, then these two products will be activated and these two will be hidden.
Got it.
Okay. So based on the selection of the value in the attribute, you can make your product visible and hidden to avoid the wrong selection by the sales representative. So let's go to the org and see how we can achieve this scenario. Go to the product rule. Create a ATT mobile selection rule. T-mobile section. So I will just and then I'll create the other. So now you are totally aware what are the fields we need to put while creating a product rule. The name should be there. Whatever the name you want to give, you can give that. It should be active. Now type I have selected as a selection. Okay. Condition met all because we are not having one or two conditions, so we do not need to put any kind of a formula here. So I have given a condition all. Scope is again product because we are not working on the code, it is on the product. Evaluation event always, not load, edit and all. In this, we are not going to put any kind of a message. Message is only for the validation and alert. So we are going with the selection type. So there is no need to put any message. Let's hit on save. Let's scroll down.
Okay.
Now you remember I said that whenever we are going to create a product rule, if product action is needed for the selection type and the filter type rules. Okay. Other than that, the validation and the validation and the alert do not need a product action. This I already mentioned. Okay. So in this rule, we need to create an action also. But before that, let's create a condition. What will be the condition on which this rule is going to trigger?
Okay.
So, yeah. So my condition is I am going to work on the configuration attributes. Okay. So my tested object will be now configuration attributes. Okay. Before that, we were selecting a product option for the validation and the alert. Now we are going to work on the configuration attributes. So select a configuration attribute. Tested field, which field is belong to the configuration attribute is carrier underscore underscore C. Okay, this is a field name of my configuration attribute. Now operator equals filter value is value. Filter value is T-Mobile. So I have given an API name of one of the carrier field is T-Mobile. Okay, that is my filter value. Is whenever the carrier, sorry, whenever the carrier is equals to the T-Mobile, this condition will met and this rule will trigger. Okay, when this rule will trigger, what will be the action will be performed? So create an action, such action. This is a wrong. So whenever we have a carrier field equals to T-Mobile, this rule will trigger and the action will be, you can see I created a 4 actions. One is type show, show and add, disable and remove, disable and remove. Okay, so let's open one action and see what are the things we have put in here. So basically there's a different type. First is a add, remove, enable, disable and add, disable, remove and show. So add means it will get added by default. Remove means you want to remove it. Enable, you want to enable that particular thing. It will be visible for you. Disable, you do not want to see that. It will get hidden. Enable and add together is it is enable also and by default add also. Disable and remove, it will be disable also. You cannot select that plus remove also. Then we have a show. Show will only display for you. Hide, it will get hidden. Show and add, it will be show and added by default. Hide and remove, again, it will get hidden and remove also. Default filter and option filter. So try all these pick list value by your own. I'll just show 3 or 4 values and you can try with the rest of the values by your own. That is quite simple. You don't need to worry about that. So type I have taken for this particular product is a show. Then we have a product. We need to assign our product. Which product you want to show? So I take my product T-Mobile family plan. You just need to type your product here, but that product should be available. Otherwise, it is not going to visible. So that product should be
Sure.
available in your system and assign it here. The T-Mobile should be shown. If you want to, as of now, it will get show only, but if you want to make it required, it will come as a required. That without that selection, you won't be able to proceed further. So these fields now you are aware, I think so, because many every time
So
we see
what
this
is
on the
what is the use of a required once again? Sorry, I kind of missed that.
required means without selecting this product, you won't be able to proceed further. This is the compulsory field.
Okay.
So required we already did in the, if you remember in the while in the product option or product option creation at the time of a feature correction, feature creation,
Yeah.
we always have this field required. And when we create a configuration attribute also, it is asking required. So required means everywhere in our SalesForce CPQ where the field is displaying required, it means that makes that particular thing as a compulsory and you won't be able to proceed further unless and until you are selecting that particular thing.
Understood. Sorry, I think I missed that. Sorry. Yeah.
That's it. Let's click on save. Okay, and let's go to the again. So similar, one action is created. Now in a similar way, you need to create a 3-4 action as per your requirement, whatever it is. So I created a one is a show, other is a show and add, disable and remove, and disable and remove. I assigned different product to each one. So let me show you. Okay. So basically my error condition was when my carrier is T value. So T-Mobile budget plan I want to show and add. ATT budget plan I want to disable and remove. And similarly, ATT family plan I want disable and remove because this is not belongs to the carrier team. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go to our product, iPhone product, and let's select some values. So I have a carrier field. You can see this red asterisk mark is coming. This is because of the required only. And when you hit on the save, you won't be able to proceed further.
Got it.
This is the required means everywhere, wherever you see in the product option, in the features, in the configuration attribute, in the global attribute, in the product rule, everywhere the mean is same. So like suppose I am selecting a T-Mobile. Okay, before that, let me not select anything and scroll down. So you can see I have these products here. ATT family plan, T-Mobile budget plan, T-Mobile family plan, and ATT budget plan. These are the 4 products having. So I think ATT budget plan, I make it by default selected. Go and remove that first. Let's go to the product. List. ATT budget plan. So default, it's going as a default. Yeah, you can see we have a 4 products here. ATT family, T-Mobile, T-Mobile family, and ATT budget plan. Now let's select T-Mobile for which we created a rule. So when carrier is equals to T-Mobile, what will be the action needs to be performed here?
Two T-Mobile should be available. Okay.
Yes,
Oh, we need to apply them.
yeah, you need to click on apply rules. You can see
Okay.
T-Mobile budget plan is automatically selected, and it is show and add also. Show is also there, and adding means by default adding. Okay. Then we have T-Mobile family plan, which is show only with the show type action. So you can add that. Okay. Whereas ATT family plan is disable and remove. So we cannot select it. Similarly with the ATT budget plan also. We won't be able to select it because it is disable and remove action. Got it? So if you want to make a change here in the show and add, you can do that. Like you do not want to select it, it's fine. You can go ahead without selecting that. It's fine. It will not stop you. But it's just if you are going to check that required, then it will stop you. Otherwise, it will not stop you. But if, with the help of this, you can minimize the error which might be made from the sales representative that they selected a T-Mobile value and they unfortunately select a ATT family plan. So that thing you can remove that. Okay. Also, this button function you can remove by your customization also. That apply rules needs to be hit when when selection type is product rule. You want to make a selection type product rule activate on the code line. This configure page, you need to hit on this apply rules. So you can remove this button function by putting a customization so that whenever a person is selecting a configuration attribute, this T-Mobile, and it will automatically refresh the page and put the selection whatever you want. You need to hit the apply rules button. So that thing can be achieved with the help of a customization.
Got it.
So similarly for the AT mobile also, like suppose suppose I'm selecting a AT mobile and applying. Now I have ATT budget plan is selected by default. Okay, and ATT family plan is available, which is show, and rest two are disabled. So for the ATT mobile, I created a different rule. And again, all the things are same, is just error condition is having a different filter criteria that when carrier type value equals to ATT. Always put the API name of your picklist value, otherwise it won't be declared. If you give some other name here, like suppose you are giving a ATT and T, but in the your career custom field, the name is different, so it will not take it. Yeah, so I was saying that I created another rule for the carrier ATT filter value. So when this is happen, again I created different actions: show and add, show, disable and remove, disable and remove. So with these type of action, you need to assign whatever the product you want to show and add, show, disable and remove, whatever it is, you can do that. Any question here in the selection type?
I mean, yeah, I was clear on this. So just like a T-Mobile, you have created a 4 product error conditions. So where whenever we select the AT&T, we are showing one show and add and disabling 2 items which are not related to AT&T. And the same with the T-Mobile, we are directly adding the budget plan and removing the non-T-Mobile items.
But there is one more, yeah, exactly right, yeah, correct. There's one more item which you might miss, like how your product rule will work on your product called iPhone.
It is based on the carrier.
It is based on the carrier, but how the product rule will get triggered for this particular product rule? It can be triggered for any other product or it cannot be triggered. You need to assign your product rule to this particular product, correct? Otherwise, how
Yeah.
SalesForce CPQ will recognize that this product is having a carrier field in that, and then they need to hide the action. So most important thing, never forget to create a configuration rule in the product rule. So this is under the last part. We will mostly forgot this part and they say that why it is not working at all. So for always create a configuration rule, whether it's a selection type, filter type, or validation type, alert type, whatever it is. Configuration rule should be must, so that in this only you will telling that iPhone is my product on which I want to make this work. Select your iPhone and click on save. Got it?
Got it.
So yeah. So let's go ahead with the another type of a rule.
So,
I told you the functions of each and every action type. So if you want to go through this deck, you can go through it later. Then the last one we have a filter type. So what exactly this is? Like suppose here I have mentioned iPhone 12 bundle, okay, and then there is some complementary swag features, which is basically like suppose today you are selling your iPhone product and you have some festive season is going on, or your company anniversary is going on, a birthday is going on, anything. So on that occasion, you want some gift items should be given to your customer whosoever is buying the product from your company. Okay. So, and also you are giving an option to them that they can go ahead, the customer can go ahead and select the gift, whatever they want. Like you have a gift called mug, keychain, t-shirt, gift card, any products. They can select any one of the products and go ahead. Okay? For that particular season, you want to give some discount. You want to give some gift item. So to achieve this scenario, we can go ahead with the filter type product rule. Okay. And suppose like today you added only one gift item, like say you have a mug only today. Okay, you want to give a mug. But tomorrow you feel like no, I can give a keychain also, I can give some gift card also. So what you need to do, you just need to go to that product option and assign to the product family. Okay, create some unique product family and assign to that. That will automatically get displayed to that particular section. You don't need to get and create another type and all. So I'll show you that how you can do that. So this is come under the filter type. Let's first go. I'm on my product only, so let me quickly show you.
So what you're saying is like if we have a different kind of swags in the future, we can directly add it to the product family. So
yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So like in the iPhone product only, I added this feature called a swag. Okay, and this add option is coming because
I mean, you can able to just add them in the next section, right?
Yeah. So this is just a simple rule. It's very simple. In among three, this is one of the simplest rule, filter type. So just create one action, and again configuration rule will be there because we need to work on this filter rule on our iPhone product. Unless and until we are not going to assign this, it will not going to work. Also, now I mentioned there's a one more field here. It's called a feature. On which feature you want to make this filtration work. So I want this to be work on my product feature called swags. So two things I have assigned. One is a main product and other one is a product feature.
Yeah.
Okay. So my feature is a swag in which I want this filtration should work. The filtration is whatsoever product is having a product family swag will be displayed under this filtration.
Got it.
So this is the way you can achieve the filter type, filter type product rule.
Mhm.
In the real-time scenarios, I saw filter time was minimum use. Maximum the rule which is used is a validation, alert also, and selection. Selection is a very important rule which most commonly used in each and every organization who are working on the SalesForce CPQ.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One question is like when we have a swags, so we can just put the product quantity limits, right? In like swags,
Quantity
if we want to
limits.
limit them. Yeah.
So that you can put like in the swag feature, you can put minimum one option, maximum two options, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
That you can put here. Like you want only minimum one and maximum one, only one gift can be purchased. There will be the scenario that person is having a gift item, they can buy each and everything, right? They will say that's a
Mm-hmm.
zero cost, they can buy a mug also, key also, keychain also, t-shirt also. So to stop this thing, you can put minimum one and maximum.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Then we have till now we have seen that the product rule scope. We basically, if I show you the feed again, whatever we are doing, this one. So the scope you can see, we worked on the product scope, but there is one more scope. It's called a quote scope. Okay.
Mhm.
So till now we have worked on the product scope. So I'll tell you what is the difference between a product scope versus a quote scope. So product scope will be product scope can be a product which is associated to the specific bundle. In this screenshot, you can see this whole is my code, okay, and these are
Mhm.
my products, the bundle A, B, C, D, E, F. So whatever the
Mhm.
product rule which we are applying, if I'm making as a product scope selection, then we are either applying on bundle A, bundle B, bundle C, or E, or F. Okay, we are
Mhm.
not applying on all the bundles. Correct?
Mhm.
We are product
Yeah.
rule are only working on few of the bundles. It may not be on all the bundles. But when we are going
Right.
to select a scope as a code, then it will apply on whole bundles which are the part of that particular code.
Mhm.
Means whenever we are going to create a code and select any bundle, our product rule will get triggered.
Mhm.
Right, so that
Got
is
it.
basically degrade the performance, and there will be some latency issue which you will face, because suppose your bundle is not a part of the product rule but you created on the code level scope. So what will happen, your product rule will keep triggering at the back end, but you cannot
Mhm.
stop that. And when things are unnecessary getting triggering, and you have no action item related to that, that is basically unusual kind of a thing which we generally do not require. So that bring you a degrade in the performance, latency issue, the slowness basically you will face. So always make sure to select a correct scope despite of considering the performance and all things.
Mhm.
So
Can
yeah,
you give me an example?
example is like till now we have worked on the product scope.
Mhm.
We have worked on the product scope only. Like we make our product rule on the iPhone bundle only.
Yeah.
If whenever the iPhone bundle is selected, then only my product rule will get triggered. But suppose
Yes.
if I put a code scope as a code and hit on save, okay, what will
Mhm.
happen when we create a code? Doesn't matter we are selecting a iPhone or not, it my rule will get triggered. edit lines.
Yes.
Okay, as soon as you edit the lines and start adding the bundle product, whatever the product you are adding, suppose you are adding this. Okay, you are adding these many products, but products rule are not part of these many products. It is only the part of iPhone product. Okay,
Yes.
but now it will trigger for each and every product because you have selected a field scope as a code.
Exactly. Okay.
So that is basically a issue when you select scope as a code. It will trigger for all the products, which is not required. It is required for only iPhone product. You will not see
Okay.
here. You will not see here that rule. It is triggering at the back end. If you open the Apex code, these classes, you will see there that this rule is triggering. Apex job, if you open the Apex job, there you will see. Okay. So
Okay.
that basically slow the org, or you will have some latency issues. It will not at the initial phase when you are creating with lots of rules. Like suppose as of now we created only 4 rules, but in your real time scenario is it maybe a 50 rules, 100 rules, something like that. So there you need to see this thing, whatever you are selecting, either it's a code scope or the product scope.
Sure.
So now we will see the different pricing methods which are available in SalesForce CPQ, and what are those, and how and in which scenario we can go ahead and use our different pricing methods, that are list price, cost price, block price, and the percentage of total. Percentage of total you already have seen at the time of subscription pricing. I already told you, like this is something which is dependent on the another product. But yeah, let's see quickly again.
Sure.
So starting with the list price. So in the right hand side, you can see this is a screenshot I have attached from the org only. So there will be a section called SalesForce CPQ pricing on the products, and in which you can select a different method, whatever you want as per your scenario. So list price is basically the price which is retrieved from the price book entry only. So that is known as a list price. Cost price is from the cost entry. So there is another related list in the product. It's called a cost entry, and it usually comes with the markup. Okay. So whenever you want to give a cost price, it means you want to give some kind of a markup at the initial phase only on that product. So that scenario will come under the cost price method. Then we have a block price, which is calculated on a tiered basis. On the tiered basis means, like suppose you have a very good customer, and for that customer, if they are purchasing a one quantity, the price is $100. If they are going to purchase a 20 quantity, you can reduce the price, like, because they are purchasing in bulk. So that scenario, you can reduce the quantity, like suppose $80. Okay.
Understood.
So that is something based on the range of the quantity. If you are giving some price, that will come into the block price method. If there is any kind of a range related to pricing, then you can go ahead and give this kind of a price.
Understood.
And percentage of total, you are already aware that it is based on the price of some other product. Like we create the maintenance product, and for the maintenance product, I make the maintenance product dependent on my laptop. So whenever the person is purchasing the laptop, on that scenario, the maintenance product price will come as a 10% of the laptop price. So that time we have selected, so that time we have selected the price method as a percentage of a total.
Yeah. So we already covered the list price and the percentage of total, right? So it is more of a cost price and block price, which we.
Correct. There is some information which you need to be aware about the list price. So you can see the consideration I have mentioned. So quote can be associated with only price book, with only one price book and one currency. that you are already aware that either your code
Mhm.
belongs to the US currency or it will belongs to the Canadian currency. Whatever the currencies
Yeah.
has been assigned to the code, that but the product will the product will be visible which belongs to the same currency. If suppose your code belongs to the
Yeah.
US but your product is not belongs to the US, then it will not going to visible.
Agree. Yeah.
And only active price book entries associated with the price book and currency will be available for product selection. I already told you it should be active. First of all, the price book should be there on your product, and then the price book should be activated. Otherwise, it is not going
Mhm.
to visible on your product selection page.
Makes sense.
Then the cost price. This price is basically sourced from the cost entry, which is attached to the product. So cost is a child object to the product. One cost per product per currency.
Mhm.
Okay. CPQ selects the cost based on the currency of the code. There is no price book association. Price book entries are needed for the product to be available. Let's first go and I'll show you how to set up a cost price and then we will move forward.
Mhm. Sure.
Cost price product. So this is my product. I just given a name cost price product so that you can easily identify on this product cost price has been activated. So first thing, I from the SalesForce CPQ pricing section, I change the pricing method as a cost. This is the
Mhm.
first thing. Then go to the related list and create a cost entry. This is a cost relation, cost related object in the product, which is a child object of product. This is the cost, and here you need to create a cost entry. See, I have
Sure.
added that product cost price here. You can see the
Mhm.
quantity is one. List price is coming as $100 only because
Mhm.
in this product I have given a normal price book entry with a $100 of list price.
Yeah.
Okay, but and the net total and net unit price is coming as a $200.
Mhm.
Why? Because this product is belong to the cost price method and it is having a cost entry which is a unit cost of $200, which is a markup on the list price that is $100. So $100 is a list price which will be display on your code. So list price cannot be changed. List price is the
Mhm.
same price which you are giving on the price book entry. But at
Mhm.
the end, net total will coming as a cost price only. The markup if you want to give on this particular product. Suppose there will be the scenario like today the price of your product is $100. So you have given a list
Mhm.
price as $100 and the total is also coming as $100. But now
Yes.
you just got to know the price has been increased for this particular product. Okay,
Mhm.
you got to know that the price is increased. So what you can do quickly that just change the pricing method of this particular product and make it to cost and give a cost entry and with the increased amount whatever you have received.
Mhm.
So I got the increased amount that is $200. That now the price of
Yeah.
this product is $200. So I just make the entry here with the $200. So the amount now customer needs to pay is a $200. But at the same time, they can see that the list price of this product is $100. But due to some reason, that sales rep can need to convey to the customer that this is the reason. Because of this, you need to pay her $200 because the price has been increased or something like that.
Mhm. Got
Got it?
it.
So this
Yeah.
is basically, yeah, this is basically a scenario where you can put your cost, where you can put your product under the cost price method. So this is about the cost price. Now let's see the third one, that is a block price. Block price is basically list price is sourced from the block price object. So this is again, as I told you, that it is a tiered pricing. where price applies to the entire range of the quantity. So I have attached a screenshot here, which we are going to create in our system. So you can see the price name. So price name is basically the range of a quantity which you are going to apply with this $100 of price. So from 1 to 10 quantity, the price will be $100. From 11 to 20 quantity, the price will be $175. From 21 to 30, the price will be $250. Okay. Now, to make this work, you just need to give a lower bound and the upper bound. But always make sure that there should be no gap between the upper bound to the next lower bound.
Makes sense.
Okay. And upper bound is always act as an exclusive. It will not be inclusive. Now let's say from 1 to 11 I have given, but it will work from 1 to 10 only for the $100 of price. 11 will come into the next slab. That is 11 to 20 for 175 price.
Makes
The
sense.
third one is 21 to 29 will be $250 of price. But we have not given any kind of a fourth line, so 30 will be considered here. Okay, if there will be a third for next line 4, then from 30 to 40, then 30 will be considered in the fourth slab.
Makes
But
sense.
as of now, it is ending on the 30, so 30 will be considered in this range only. So with the price of the $250. Got it? So always make sure that the lower bound is includes and excludes the upper bound. So whatever the number you are mentioning here, it will not consider in that particular slab.
Got it.
So one more thing, like suppose the prices you have given, that is fine. But now you have given some overage rate also. Okay. Overage rate means like 1 to 10, you have given a price $100, but there will be a overage rate of $5 per quantity.
Okay.
Again, 11 to 20, the price is $175, but there is an overage rate of $5. Same with the 21 to 30 with $250, but overage rate is $3. Now, how the pricing is actually going to calculate? Suppose this is a 14 units. Okay. I want a price for the 14 units. I have selected the quantity 14. Now, what will be the price of my 14 units? So, firstly, 14 will fall into my second slab. From 11 to 20, 14 will fall into the slab. So, it is having a price of $175. Okay. Then there is an overage rate also with a $5, which means 175 plus 14 minus 11. How many quantities we are left?
14 minus 11, 3. 3 5s are 15.
So 3 5s are 15. But the per quantity we have a 15 price extra on this $175 price. So this is the calculation for the block pricing. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and see in the org how we can have that. The block pricing also. I just created a different product so that it will not confuse you. So the first thing is a price method which you need to select as a block. Otherwise, it is not going to work as a block pricing. Then I created a block pricing here. Okay, so I'll click on edit all. So from 1 to 10, I have given a price in the USD. This INR and CAD is or Canadian is also coming. If you want to give in the form of that, you can give that. It will do an auto conversion, which I already told you. To the multi-currency. Okay.
Yeah.
So as of now, I'm giving in the dollar. So $100 I have given with a 5 overage rate. Similarly, from 11 to 20, I have given a 175 with an overage rate of 5. For 21 to 30, given a $200 price with an overage rate of 5. Let's give a 3 and let's see your calculation. Let's hit on save. And cancel this code. Once again. Now you can see that for one quantity, it is coming as $100. And now I am going to change the quantity to 25, which you mentioned, and hitting on calculate. So it is coming as $212. Why it is coming 212? Just do a calculation quick, whether it's right or wrong. So yeah, so we have seen now percentage of total you already aware, but let me show you quickly that too. Percentage of total. So what I did here, it is just a pricing method, should be percentage of total. What will be the percentage of total? I have given 10%, and percentage of total category means this category should be available on the another product also, on which product you want this product should be dependent. So I think we already did this scenario, like let me recall that product. So I created a maintenance product for laptop 25-inch. Select this. This will come as a 0 price. It's coming as a 10 now. Why it's coming as a 10? Maybe we have removed that. Let's not. I changed something in this product, so let's delete these products. Add my product percentage of total. It should work. Select it. It will come as a 0 till I'm not adding my another product which is having a total this percentage of total
Hardware
category as a hardware. So I need to, I think my product sure which product is having that hardware. It's a 4K monitor. So let me select that. Product. Now you can see the 10% of 4K monitor is coming as a price of a percentage of total product. That is $40. So the main important field for creating a percentage of total, first of all, the pricing method, then percentage of total needs to be described, and then percentage of total category. This is the very important field. Unless and until without selecting this, the system will not going to understand that this is going to dependent on 4K monitor product or any of the product which you are having.
Makes sense.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.